Okay, we're looking at lesson 8-5, adding and subtracting rational expressions. And when I add and subtract rational expressions, it's very, very similar to adding and subtracting fractions. So just like I will with a fraction, I need to know the least common multiple, or when we do a fraction, it's the least common denominator. So let's practice finding the least common multiple of a couple of polynomial expressions. So the book, the way they explain it to me is not totally clear, so I'm going to do it without the book's help. So I have 12 x squared y times x squared plus 2x plus 1, and then I have 18 x y cubed times x squared plus 5x plus 4. And I do like the way the book factors first, so I will factor. When I factor, I get 12 is 4 times 3, or 2 times 2, which is 4 times 3, times x times y times x plus 1 times x plus 1. For the second one, I get 9 times 2, or 3 times 3, which is 9 times 2. So this is called prime factorization. I'm sure this is just review for us. And then I get x plus 1 times x plus 4. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write down all the ones that they have in common. So I see here we have a 3 and a 3. So I'm going to bring down a 3. And they have an x and an x. And I'm sorry, I missed the 2. They have a 2 and a 2. They have a y and a y. And they have a x plus 1 and an x plus 1. Now I'm going to write everything else that they don't have in common, because those are multiples that I need to include as well. So that would be 2 times x plus 1 times 3 times y, which is y squared, times x plus 4. Then I'm going to multiply everything together. So my LCM, so I do 3 times 2 times 2 times 3, which is 36. I have x times x, which is x squared. Y times y squared is y cubed. I have x plus 1 times x plus 1, which is x plus 1 squared. And I have x plus 4. So that's my least common multiple. Oh, I'm sorry. That was the same answer that they got as well. Let's now take a look at the guide and see if we can do it again. So the first one is 2x plus 4 and x squared minus x minus 6. And again, I'm going to factor first. So I get 2 times x plus 2. And here I get x minus 3 times x plus 2. And again, I'm going to write down what they have in common first. And they both have an x plus 2 in common. Then I write down what they don't have in common, which is 2 and an x minus 3. So when I multiply that out, I get 2 times x plus 2 times x minus 3. Okay? And then the last one, I have x squared plus 3x minus 4. And I have x squared plus 2x minus 8. And then I have x squared minus 4x plus 4. Factoring again, I get x plus 4 and x minus 1. Then I get x plus 4 and x minus 2. And then I have x minus 2 and x minus 2. Again, first I'm going to pick out what they have in common. These two have x plus 4 in common, so all I need is 1x plus 4. these two have x minus 2 in common. So I need one of these x minus 2's. So what's left is the x minus 1 and another x minus 2. And so when I multiply that together, I get x plus 4, x minus 2 squared, and x minus 1. I hope this helps.